Hi Libras, Trishna here. Welcome to your December 2019 love reading. So in today's reading, what we're going to do is it's mostly going to be a tarot reading. First, I'm going to share the intuitive insights that I have, and then I'm going to shuffle the deck, pull some cards, and we're going to look at the cards and go through each one for the tarot portion of this reading. So in terms of the intuitive insights that I've gotten so far, I feel like Libra, you are a little disheveled, possibly. I feel like you are currently in a relationship, and I feel like we've talked about this person in past videos. And I feel like you are having some issues with commitment. I feel like you are starting to realize that you have not committed to someone in a long time. And I feel like maybe you're starting to wonder if you are really the commitment type, because right now you might be feeling like you want to bolt. Now, you haven't decided that you want to bolt, but you have some fears around committing to the person that you're with. And with the holidays coming around, that is bringing up your commitment fears even more. It's really dredging up a lot for you. So here's what I want you to know. I feel like you have not really given your current partner enough time to be able to make the decision of whether or not it's time for you to move on to a different relationship. Now, you may feel like you've given them enough time. You may have been with this person for a few months, or you may feel like you know everything that you need to know about this person. And like we've talked about in previous videos, I do feel like the person that you're with is not necessarily the kind of person that you saw yourself with. This person is somebody that you would have considered boring, and maybe you still consider them to be a little bit boring. And that's why I say that I don't really think you've spent enough time with them to truly be able to make the choice of whether or not you should continue to be with this person, whether or not you're ready to commit. I feel like you haven't set this person up for success. So I'm going to talk to you about work a little bit here, because I feel like you can relate to the work conversation. So basically at work, if somebody doesn't set you up for success, if somebody doesn't give you the tools that you need, or the mentor that you need, or the direction that you need, and they maybe give you false directions, or they give you false tools that won't help you at all, that waste your time, they're setting you up for failure and not for success. Now, if somebody gives you the right tools, then you are equipped with what you need in order to be successful in that role. At that point in time, it's really about, are you putting in the effort? But before you can really do that, the environment and the tools need to be there so that when you put in the effort, you can be successful. If they're not there, you can't be successful. And I feel like with this person, you haven't really given them a chance to be successful. So what that means is maybe this person feels boring because they're not really giving you or meeting your needs the way that you need them to be met. And so you feel like this person can't possibly do that because they haven't done it so far, and you're used to a certain kind of relationship and your needs being met in a certain way, and that's always the kind of person that you've dated in the past, and maybe you need to go back to that. But I feel like that's really not where you need to go back to, and I think we've also talked about that in the past few love readings as well, is that's the old type of relationship that you used to go after that didn't really bring you the happiness that you thought that it would. It never really ended well. This is a relationship that I feel like is going to end well and is going to go well. You just have to set this person up for success to be able to meet your needs the way that you need them to be met. So how do you do that? If they're not currently meeting your needs the way you need them to, then express that to them. Let them know that, hey, I really like it if you could do this. Or when you do this, it doesn't really fulfill me the way that, doesn't speak to the language that I have for love, so could we try this instead? And just watch, because they're gonna step up to the plate. They would be so happy to be there for you, to try to cater to your needs. They really are a very, very good person that wants to make you happy, and they want you to feel safe and secure in the relationship, and they are a very, very stable partner. So I really think that you need to have that kind of discussion before you decide whether or not you're in or out of this relationship. And I think that if you have that discussion and you give them a chance, they're gonna step up in 1 to 2 months, and your relationship for 2020 is gonna be magical. It's gonna go so well, you're gonna be so happy. That's what you ultimately want. Now, if you end the relationship before you give that a chance, before you see, you tell them, and then 2 months later you see the miracle that can happen, if you don't give them a chance, they are going to be the person that got away. They're going to be the person that you later regret, and you may move on to relationships and go back to the old type of person and wonder why you made that choice, because it's I thought this would make me happy and it didn't, and now I wish I could go back to the other person, but I've really hurt them. And honestly, I feel like this person that you're currently with, if you left them and then came back, I feel like their heart is so big that they would take you back. The problem is, though, is that they are a catch and they're really sweet, and a lot of people are looking for that. So if you do leave them, somebody else is going to snap them up probably before you figure out that you want them again. And even though, like, in terms of their heart, like just being generous and very forgiving, they would take you back if they weren't with someone else. They're already going to be happy with someone else who appreciates them. So if you want a happy relationship, give them a chance to be successful in this relationship, and watch how magic happens and how happy you can be with them. And it's going to inspire you. Them giving to you and just like lighting you up in all the ways that you want to be lit up is going to inspire you to be more invested in this relationship and to give back and to make them just as happy. So like if you're thinking, well, maybe I should let them go so they can find somebody who would actually appreciate them, you could think of it that way, but I feel like you could appreciate them too. You're just being way too quick to judge because you haven't committed to someone in a long time. And with the holidays, it feels like commitment. It's like commitment time zone, you know, like, and I feel like that's dredging up some fears that you have, and it's not that you don't appreciate them, it's just that the fears are consuming you. They're overtaking your rationality. So I think that you deserve to be happy as well. And I think that you can really appreciate this person, but you have to give them a chance to be successful. So don't jump the gun here. Tell them, give them 2 months, watch how happy you'll be. If you're not happy by then you can go back to whatever you want to go to, but I think you'll be very, very happy. All right, Libra, so that's what I'm getting for you for the intuitive portion of this reading. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the deck, pull some cards out, and then we're going to look at them together and do the rest of this reading. All right, Libra, I have shuffled the deck and pulled out some cards for you. In this video, we're going to go over the first 6 cards on the top. In the extended, we will finish off with the last 6 cards and pull any cards for clarification if needed. I apologize for the background noise. I'm trying to get the videos out as soon as possible. So there's editing and exporting going on over here. My setup is a little complicated, which is why it's here today. Anyways, hopefully that's not too distracting. So looking at this top row of cards, the first one that we have is a 3 of Swords. We have the Judgment, Temperance, the 6 of Cups, the Magician, and the 8 of Swords. Now with this 3 of Swords, usually this refers to there being a breakup of some sort, a heartbreak of some sort. I feel like if you haven't already broken up with this person, if you've broken up with this person, you obviously know what this means. If you have not, I really think that this is more about your thoughts about breaking up with this person. And I also do feel like one of the risks here is that maybe your person is considering whether or not they want to be with you because they sense that maybe you're not all in and that you're hesitating, and they are worried about getting their heart broken, and it's making them think about their relationship as well. So I feel like this is a mixture of both your partner and your feelings right now. Is they love you, they're interested in you, but they sense that you're not all in right now, and that makes them question whether or not they should be all in as well. Now, the reason why you have been thinking about breaking up with them is because of the Judgment card. You have judged too quickly because the way the relationship is doesn't look like the way that you're used to. It doesn't look like the kind of relationship that you imagine for yourself or the way that you think a relationship should be. Again, it's not as exciting as you would like. It's really different. It's just not what you expected. You want a little more than what you're getting. But the advice here is to follow the Temperance card, which is to be patient, to take some time. Don't be hasty with your decisions, and to really let things blossom and grow, because the potential really is there. There is value in everything and there's value in everyone, but it just requires a little time sometimes to uncover that in certain people. And you haven't really given this situation enough time to really uncover the gems that lie beneath the surface. And so you're being guided here to be patient, take some time, don't judge too quickly like you are right here, and to see what comes of the situation, because it's probably going to be really positive. And that's what the 6 of Cups shows, is that it is going to be really positive. You are going to be delighted. You're going to be happy. You're not just going to be happy. You're going to be overjoyed if you stick around for this. Again, it just requires a little bit of patience and setting up your partner for success so that your relationship is set up for success. If you're not setting each other up for success, the relationship can't ever be successful. So that's the missing piece here. The magician refers to your partner. They are somebody who is able to create the relationship of your dreams. They're somebody who is able to satisfy the desires that you have. They have that potential within them. They can give you a relationship that you really want versus a relationship that you think that you want. You think you want a certain kind of relationship because you've always had a certain kind of relationship. You've always gone after a certain type of person. You've always thought that's what you wanted, but you've never been fulfilled. And now you're here in a relationship that actually could fulfill you, but you don't know that you want it yet. Like, you haven't completely connected the dots here yet. And this is here to tell you that your partner can completely satisfy you. They can make you very, very happy. And you just have to set them up for success. Once they know how to make you happy, what your desires are, what your needs are, they can make it happen. They are the magician. And this Eight of Swords, this represents being in conflict, feeling trapped by your situation. This really alludes to this Three of Swords as well, where you feel like maybe you need to escape the situation. Maybe this isn't for you. Maybe you're not the commitment type. It's dredging up all kinds of fears and thoughts, and you're really trapped by your own thoughts, your own fears. This person is blindfolded. This person is bound up, but it's all really done by themselves. Nobody is doing this to them. They're doing it to themselves. And the reason why you've been doing this is because you didn't know that what was missing is that you need to set up your partner for success. You didn't know that before you watched this, but now that we've talked about this, the blindfold is ripped off and you are now free to do with this what you would like. And I do feel like you are going to give this a chance. I feel like you want the Six of Cups, and I feel like it's going to happen. I feel like you can see the potential. You can see that your partner is the magician. Maybe you never really considered it that way, but now that it's been said, you're like, yeah, you know what? This person really can. This person does want to make me happy, and this person has the qualities that could make me happy if I just set them up for success, if I just allow them to highlight those aspects of themselves, because I know that they have it. I've seen it in them. I just want more of that. So I feel like this is, it starts off a little negative, or very negative actually, but it ends in what looks negative but what is really positive. You are now free to really see this person as they are and see this relationship as what it could be, and give this person a chance by setting them up for success. So now you have the key to make this relationship successful. So Libra, that concludes the YouTube portion of this video. If you're interested in the extended, I'm going to share what the cards are just so you know what they are. So the first one is the Four of Swords, then we have the Nine of Swords, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of the Empress, the Strength card, and the Four of Cups. So I do feel like there's some upcoming issues, but that it can be managed. So just some things to be aware of. So if you're interested in that, I will see you in that video. You can access it at my Patreon page, which will be at the link at the end of this video. The link is also in the description box. It's www.patreon.com/Trishna. So if you're interested in that, I will see you there. If not, thank you so much for watching. I hope I earned your like and your subscribe. And I hope you have a wonderful December and you make some peace with yourself and give this person a chance and see the miracle that they can make out of your relationship, and really set yourself up for a wonderful, wonderful relationship in 2020. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in 2020, Libra.